been on the line. Long as I can remember, been counting off the time till the end of this winter. And though we disconnected long ago, and the speaker sings that lonely tone, I just wanted you to know that I've been on the line. Yeah, I've been on the line. And though we
I'm wondering why my mic isn't playing. I see the volume going up. I'm wondering why my... Oh, there it goes. Okay, that was weird. I thought I didn't have volume, so I was messing with that for a second. But I think it looks like it's good now. Yeah, sorry, I know all of these, Oh, I also need to... get that out of there for right now. Boop. Okay. Yeah, this is a new layout, so it still says like put your name and all these stuff and all these spots and everything. I haven't fully set up this layout yet, but I liked it because it was arcade themed, so I'm still getting it all up and going. There's a little more pieces to it than I thought there were, so it's taking a little bit of time. Yeah, I think the only thing I forgot to grab was a knife. Oh no, okay. Got a knife to open this little box here. We've got a Magenta from Paradise. I know a lot of people are curious about this this stick, and there is info about these PCBs out there. I just feel like a lot of people don't have setups with them, so this is definitely a unique one, so I just wanted to pop it on here while I was messing with it. Oh, always try to cut away from myself. And not towards myself. Okay. Pulled that a little out of shot, but my knife is not a good knife. So I want to be careful with it. But nothing special, just, you know, PCB and a bunch of bubble wrap. Boop. It definitely shipped it well though, it looks like. Dun dun dun. Paradise was the first place I ever bought any arcade stick parts from. So I always like getting stuff from them. But yeah, there's the PCB. I'll leave that right there. While we flip Mr. G over here. I love the backside of this stick. Those JXK guys do sweet work. That project that I was mentioning, if a couple people pop in here later, there's a decent little clump of people. I'll talk about the new project that I'm going to be doing. Okay. So let's go ahead and pop this guy open here. See, it looks like a couple people did pop in here early on. Hope y'all are having a good day, whoever that is. I was exhausted. I was a little grumpy today earlier too, so I finished work and I took a big old nap. I passed out hard. Okay, get in there. Come on. Getting these feet off, and then should be able to open up the bottom after that. Bum, 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 bum. This is definitely a sweet stick though. People always love the art on this one. Whenever oh, what up, Phobot? Yeah, whenever Botero put this one up, I snagged this one, and then I snagged that snack box that he sold because it had a core jam in it, a core jam lever. I think those are V2s. I think it was a core jam V2, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think it's a V3. Okay, yeah, so I don't have the LEDs connected, so I can take it all the way off, but as you can see, that's where the LEDs are glued onto the bottom. So I'll put this down by my feet for a second because I don't want to mess that up. Okay, so this is what it looks like without the PCB added in there. So the way that it works is instead of having switches or gates and stuff, you just have this PCB instead. That is, I believe, analog to digital, I believe is how it works. And this magnet on the bottom of the shaft here is what tracks all of the movement. Oh no, don't pop out. Okay. So, nothing too crazy. You just pop it in the marked off holes here. Let me make sure I get it in the correct slots. Boop, boop. And I believe facing to the left this way is the way I want to do it. This should be a nice quick one because everything was already like put together and assembled. I'm just screwing a PCB in here, so you're not gonna watch me fiddling around for like an hour putting something together this time. I'll probably play some matches with the V6 after, but I kind of just wanted to pull this out and give like a demo of what it looks like, because this one is a nice one to do that with, because there's two plugs here for you to plug USBs into, and one is just to play, to like plug in your USB that you're playing with, and then the other one is to access the Magenta, which is nice because if you don't have that, the downside to these is you do have to like open them up every time if you want to plug a mini USB into the Magenta to change it and customize all of your gates and stuff. But I think it's all coming through. I think my sound is working and everything. Oh, whoops, looks like they were telling me I was putting something on the wrong channel. Let me fix that real fast. Oh, there is a channel for that. I'm silly. Okay. It's funny, I just posted that I'm doing this one and somebody were like, "That's my favorite B&B ever. Let me know and I'll buy it." I just posted that I'm doing this one and somebody were like, "That's my favorite B&B ever. Let me know and I'll buy it." I just posted that I'm doing this one and somebody were like, okay, so let's plug this guy in. I believe that this one does just go right here, I think. Oh wait, no. Wait. No, maybe it does go up to one of these other ones. I'm not sure. Oh wait, no, actually, those other ones are too small, so it has to be this one. Okay, yeah. I'm not sure. Oh wait, no, actually, those other ones are too small, so it has to be this one. Then plug the USB into it. So this is how you usually connect it to anything. You got a mini USB that goes into the side here. So if you don't have that extra hole like I was just showing, you have to pop it open every time, and you've got to plug a little mini USB in just like that. Okay, cool. And then this guy should be here. JLF plug back in, boop, 5-pin. There we go, snapped in. And I think that was everything that I had to do. Should be good now, so I will plug it in and maybe pull up a game and just kind of have it try to open the software at the same time. Okay. And plug the LEDs back in, of course. Oh, and I'll go grab the LED remote and make sure that that's still working as well. I think that's over on the table behind me. Alright, LEDs. Plug back in. make sure everything's all lined back up. And then I'll plug this in with a couple of USBs like I was saying and kind of show what the Magenta software looks like and how you can change it and everything. Let me make sure this is all squared up as well as I can get it, because I don't want to mess with this art. Definitely not. Looks like it's off a little bit, which is tripping me out. But I don't think it is. Here, I'm actually just going to put a couple of the feet in right here so that I can get it going. I'll put 2 corners in. And I'll whip it back up into the frame. Into the frame. Must not have gotten it over the post. Oh, still got a wire popping out, that's why. Okay, sorry, this is being stubborn a little bit. It seems like I'm not getting it in the post. This is weird. Because it looks like it is right in the perfect spot. I can see down into it. Maybe I just need to hold it a little tighter. Oh, my bad. No, it didn't have a problem when I made that. When I made my other MVC2 stick, the one that's the AFS body that has the wood sides, I made a IL Magenta Botero, like 3D printed a little bottom part for an IL for me to attach a Magenta like I just did in this one. And I was just a little impatient, and I had a Magenta that had an issue, so I had to mail it back to the guys at Paradise, and they sent it back to me. Oh wait, I think I was just. Oh, okay, yeah, I had it in the wrong way, I think. And they had to mail me a new one. Sorry, I just stopped there mid-sentence. They had to mail me a new one, and so while I was waiting for the new one, I popped this one open because I knew it worked. And I took the one out of this one and put it into that other one to test it, to make sure everything was working. And then when I got it working, I was like, well, I'll just put the new one I get back into this one. No need to like swap them all out again. Okay, there we go. Went back in. Sorry, I had a hard time getting that first one in the right spot. Looking at these, I might have done the feet on my V6 the wrong way. I need to go back and check that. So yeah, no issue with this one. I was just moving parts around, being impatient while I was waiting for stuff. And a couple more people might pop in because I know some people are curious about Magentas, and this G is such a cool B&B. The Botero, Johnny Faye's JXK crossover. The collab. Why isn't that going in? Maybe it isn't all the way in right here. Oh, it isn't pushing all the way in. Something didn't line up. Hold on, let me take these other ones off. I don't want to force anything and crack it. I'm glad I saw that. Yeah, man, my other JXK art that I ordered for my custom project should be coming in, I think, tomorrow or the next day. And Botero's cutting the case for me, so I should be doing that one sometime next month. And then I'll be done with like original builds for a while. Most of it will just be upkeep with sticks, kind of like this. A lot of going back and custom wiring stuff. And crud like that. Alright, so let me actually get this lined up. Okay, there we go. I think I got that one a little better closed at that time. These B&B cases are sweet though as well. I know a lot of people are interested in these ones. Phobot, don't you have a lot of builds, of B&B builds? I think you have several of these cases. I wish I got one of the Espadas when he was doing that that beta round, but I didn't have the funds to jump in on that. Okay, there we go. So got the top two corners now. Let's get these two corners. Test everything out. God, I need to get a new one of the new hex key right here, I think. Just need to get a little tool that I can like change the size to be like any size I need. These little handle ones are nice, but I bought one for a buddy of mine. Oh, I guess I thought you had more than one. Ooh, sorry, Old Dirty just sent me a message, so I was just replying back to him real fast. I'm just loving this little custom keyboard that I built, man. I was going to be doing another one somewhat recently, but my doggo is going to be having some vet bills, I think. She's nothing too serious, but she's been acting like her tummy is hurting her, so I'm taking her in tomorrow for some tests. And she's getting up there. She's a little older, so I'm sure that they'll want to run like blood tests and urine tests and all the fun, expensive tests. There we go. But all screwed back in. Dun, dun, dun. Power to the people. G's such a funny character. I feel like it's a you either love him or hate him type thing. Dirty. What up, my dog? Alright, so let me grab 2 USBs real fast. I think I had one over here already that I can just grab and plug in. Okay, yeah, I do. So let me plug this other one in. And then, so like I was saying, it's got 2 plugs here. So you can see one is for the Magenta. As I take it out of frame and talk about how you can see it. Oop, actually I am gonna have to unplug that keyboard for a second. My little keyb. My custom keyb. Wait, where did I put that USB? Oh, here it is. Zoop. Alright, so got both of these plugged in. I'm just kind of gonna leave this green one going on the side. Speaking of this keyboard, I'll move this over so I don't mess that up. Alright, I'm just gonna kind of leave this green one right there on the side real fast. Let me open up this software for the Magenta. See. Oh, okay, yeah, because it has a mode button, so that's what this button was here that he added. Because let me see, I think the way that you're supposed to connect to it is you hold this, you hold the mode button and then plug in the Magenta. Oh wait, I don't know which one is the Magenta plug or not, so it might not even be this one. No, yeah, it's this one. I think it's got to be disconnected from the console. Hold that button and plug in. Okay, yeah, there we go. Did it in the wrong order. Alright, so I've got that pulled up. Let me get it onto the screen here. Plug this back in so the stick works. Okay. Oh, dang it. I put it in backwards, but we'll see if we can mess with it and fix that before I take it apart again, because that'll be a fun way to like show the software. Okay, let me edit this and get the PCB showing on the screen here. Give me 1 second. Oh, I can use this. Okay, sweet. So if I drag this up here, haha. All right. So let's move this over to a better spot, maybe like up here for right now. Actually, I'm just gonna get rid of those overlays for a second because they don't even say anything, so. Let's move the goals in the chat over here for right now. That's not just right over on top of that. Okay. So as you can see, it like shows you what you're doing, but so I plugged it in and it looks like I did it in like a backwards fashion. It's saying that up is down and down is up, left is right, etc. So what you can do is flip it. See 90 degrees there and then 100 degrees. So now it's right. So you don't have to go back in like I was saying and take it apart. You can just rotate the stick in the software and then there you go, you're set. You can set a couple different profiles that you like, and then this is where you like, hold on, 35%, just remember that number. So this is where you can like change stuff, put it back to 35. Make things bigger or smaller, however you want. If you want bigger diagonals, hold on, let me pop that back up to 35. You want the blue to be shorter or longer? You know, do you want to wait a little bit for it to activate? Do you want it to activate immediately? It's just really cool because it lets you customize it to like a really extreme degree. This is probably like the most custom. Like if you're somebody who just like, no matter what like setup you're doing, like you just don't really like switches that much, or like sometimes you're just a little off, like I would say that this appeals to you. But what it's really good for as well, at least for me, is practice, because sometimes when you're practicing, you're just like, you get frustrated, or like you'll be playing a match and then you'll like mess something up, and then you go to practice and you're like, man, I swear I'm doing the move. So this will like let you like see like, oh yeah, like I think I'm doing the move because like I think I'm doing this, but really like I'm going like this and I'm barely missing or something like that. So little fine things like that, like there's a lot of situations where like I would be doing stuff like that, like this, and so I wouldn't be getting like the other switch in a normal stick to get the down and the right for like a DP or something like that. So it's been interesting. It was really fun to do this with the IL setup, because those kind of have like a bounce. So I kind of had to account for that, because when I'd let go of it, they kind of go this way as well, and they kind of like wobble like that. So I was like activating things that I didn't want to, so I had to give it a little space, kind of like how this one does, but this one isn't that bad. But yeah, this is one of the coolest things I like about this. And then like I was saying, just how custom you can get it. It has fine rotations as well. What up, Mark? You have any of these do you have any of these Magenta sticks, man? And then it's funny too how you can even on this, you can like, if you want it to only use diagonals, you can be like, okay, only diagonals work. Or if you wanted to just only use up, down, left, right for some reason. I can't really think of a game where you'd ever want to do that. But I don't know, it's neat that you can do that in this. And then usually, you know, everybody wants to leave it on enable both. A long forgotten stick somewhere. Man, these are like $100 PCBs. This is like one of the priciest levers you can do. Like right up there with the Sanjux. If you buy all the extra doodads that come with the Sanjux, like a base Sanjux is even cheaper than this. So as I crack open a drink. But yeah, luckily, like I said, this one was nice and quick. So Now that I was kind of like showing it off a little bit, maybe I'll leave this up and then also go into some games here. Let me see. I'm going to do a little copy pasta and just duplicate this layer real fast. Boop. I was using my game layer to pull up that magenta screen, so let me pull up a game so we can kind of show this off in real time a little bit. And then I'll leave this over here. Okay, cool, that will work. Can you share the profile file? Oh yeah, golden levers I haven't tried yet, man. I don't know if they've been revised. I just remember when I was first, that was actually one of the first ones I looked into when I was like wanting to do some of these like premium mods. And I just saw so many people talking about like how the shafts were bending and breaking and stuff like that. So I'd be so pissed if I bought some expensive fancy lever and then it snaps when like a normal one doesn't. Like that doesn't make sense. I'd rather it just not be gold colored and like and like work well. I don't know though, as far as the sharing the profiles, that's a good question. Do you mean like, can I make a profile and then like if you know like your buddy has one that like looks sweet, if you can like hit him up and be like, oh dude, send me that? Is that what you mean? That'd be cool. So we'll of course pop G up here. Oh wait, yeah, you guys can't see that yet because I haven't popped that up yet. Okay, so let's put that on this one. Going to the train, it's not picking up the window yet. Yeah, I'm not sure where it saves the profiles at, but yeah, you can save up to 4 different profiles and use them. So if you like have a different set that you like the gates to be different for Tekken a little bit, or like a 3D game versus how you'd want them for a 2D game. It is definitely a fun, smooth setup though for G. So you can kind of see like I was talking about practice-wise. So there, when I was trying to do his down medium punch into his DP there, I was doing the mistake because I was trying to talk about what I was doing wrong. I was doing this and then doing that and not getting the down into the down forward, which is what you need, because otherwise you just do that, you're not going to get a DP. So it lets you see stuff like that. That's what I think this is the best use case for this, which I wasn't thinking about when I bought it, but that's been like what I've been using it for the most. So then you find out like, oh well, it's easier if I just like hold it right here, do that, and you can kind of see like how that's the motion, because you can kind of trip yourself out in your head and like make these motions to be crazier than they really are. Lets you just do stuff like that. The ultimate shmup stick. Yeah, dude, I'm actually working with old George. Like I said, I'm not sure. I'll have to ask him. I'm not sure if it's George or Jorge. But I was working with him. He had one of those old Suzo half inductive levers, and I'm making a little shmup stick with him. I have a few of those Wyco 360 buttons left. I think I only have like 3 or 4. Shoot, I think I have those right here. Whip out these lids on stream. Oh, as I drop my doggo accident emergency TP, if she ever has an accident. Oh yeah, here, these though, speak of those devils. I thought I'd whip them out because I thought that they were just right there. Oh man. Those Wyco 360 switcheroos. So, yeah, I was going to be doing that for like shmups, things like that, shoot 'em ups. But yeah, I've only got 3 of them left. It was funny, whenever we were setting up the Metabee, it was one. I think he was one shy away from doing a hitbox, because that's what he was gonna do at first. Is he was gonna set it up to be a fully optical hitbox. But I'm gonna just put those back up because these are some of like the rarest parts. Like, you probably won't see a lot of people with these. The only other person I've seen with these was the dude over at Paradise Arcade. Found a little lot of some of them earlier this year. But I haven't seen anybody else that has them in a build. I can't wait to see what he does with those, because I think that he's trying to replicate these switches. I think he's trying to like remake them. So that's going to be really cool whenever he drops those. I can't wait to see what he's doing. Man, and I'm such a retro dweeb too. I've got a bunch of CRT stuff. So I've been noticing that he's been sharing like a lot of CRT info as well. He's been like working on CRT projects, so I don't know if he's trying to make a new CRT or something. He's always working on interesting things. Yeah, but with G, definitely what I struggle with the most for some reason is this crouching into his crouching punch into his uppercut motion, his little charge punch. And it's like, I just trip myself out. It's such a smooth, easy motion. Right there. I just try to do extra. I try to do more than I need to. But it feels so nice on this stick. It's also sweet, but like Matero was saying, this is the only like K-lever setup Magenta as well. I think we were giving him crap about that one he posted earlier, but because I was calling him Senor No Shaft, but as you can see, there is like almost, it's not coming out the best, but there's like almost no shaft on this one too. Like, it is like sitting like almost just like flush on the case. Old Batero, Senor No Shaft, as we call him on the streets. I haven't played with this one in a minute. Oh yeah, and like I was saying earlier, I meant to grab the LED switch. Let me get that. Oh, stepped on bubble wrap. Make sure I might have plugged the LEDs in wrong, so that might be the one thing I do have to turn back on. No, unless I grabbed the wrong LED switch, I think. Hold on, let me find that, and I will just be right back. I can't find it for right now. That's not too important, so I'll look for that later. I should have looked for it during stream. I did notice too. I was sitting here talking about I was talking about G in the game, and I forgot that I didn't bring Street Fighter onto the frame. Hold on, let me pull that up. Why is it not letting me? Okay.
Feel the earth and look to the stars.
Curiouser and curiouser. Yeah, why isn't it letting me it's not picking up the Street Fighter window, which is strange. Oh, there we go. All right, found it. Oh, can I only do one of them at a time? Is that what the issue is? Oh, how is that a thing? I can't do two windows at the same time? What? There's no way. Oh, I can set this up as game capture. Okay, cool. Q. Around to see if it will start picking it up. And switch this. It's not picking up the not picking up the game. I don't know why, because I have it set to Street Fighter 5. Where's the I have my edit screen pulled up. It's just a Street Fighter's pulling up as a black screen. I'm not sure why. What I might just do then instead is just go out of studio mode. And I'm just going to pull out my desktop and full screen this. Oh wait, but I don't have a display capture in here yet. Boop, boop, boop. I'll max screen this. And then... oh wait, let me just stack it correctly so that... you're gonna have to look at my Streamlabs for a second. Let me just stack it correctly so that you can still see the magenta. There we go. And I'm not sure where the best spot is gonna be to put this. Let's make it a little, oh. What did I just grab on accident? Oh, I do have two of these. Let me remove this one that I don't need. Should have set this up before, but I wasn't thinking about it. Okay. There's that, there's that. Get the stick back up in here. We'll just do that for a sec. Max screen that again. Okay, cool. So that was a little annoying to set up. I should have thought about that a little bit more before I got going, but I did want to like show it like in game, like as I'm going. My bad on that little live action troubleshooting. So like I was saying, oh, this is kind of right on G's head a little bit. Let me move this up just a little bit. Keep forgetting to unplug that keyboard. Okay. Yeah, back over to this. Sorry about that. Okay. So like it's a cool way to practice, and then you can use it like this, where oh god, now I'm seeing over on the screen for some reason. I'm full screening stuff. It's not putting it into the middle. There we go. Sorry to have to pull up that OBS Live like that. Oh, now it's like messed up on the right. Whatever, that's good enough for right now. So you can kind of see like, so you can be like, okay, I'm trying to get my crouch and medium punch, and then I want to get it into his fireball. So like, hey, what did I just mess up there? So I can look at this, and then you can also like, I would say a good way to do it too is just maybe not look at it so much and like think about it as you're doing it, but maybe even just record. So you could go back and say like, oh gosh, this my stupid work thing is popping up again. So you can see like, oh, I'm stopping right here. Or like I'm just going straight to here, and I'm not including the boop. That's what you gotta get. It's just, and I get messed up from starting down And I just forget that I just have to do that. So then you kind of just start going, oh, this is just this motion. I can't press my punch, so I got this here, there. You start going, oh, okay, it's just that motion. And then you kind of get used to what feels right. So even with like using this to practice and then going to a normal stick has helped me out quite a lot, because then I just kind of get smooth with that and like, oh, okay, it's just that. Because there are times when there are some times when it's better to do fireball, like when if you think they're blocking, fireball's a little safer so you can still block afterwards. All the fun G stuff. Can you get a back heavy punch after that? No, you can't. That'd be freaking sweet. I love this little. I'd never get this in a match, but I love that little setup too. Can you do that after a cross up? Oh no, that'd be sweet. Bah, like pop his little ball right there. Bah. Yeah, you can't do it after any of his punches, it looks like. Yeah, not even light punch. It's just only that light kick that you can do that with. So now that we got it all set back up, let me move this over. I'll focus on G, get him a little farther up in here. But I think a lot of people see the Magenta and they kind of read the description of it and just get a little psyched out because it's so expensive. So that's why I just wanted to show, like, yeah, it just like as you saw in the beginning, it took like 4 seconds to screw that in. Let's get some matches going, test this guy out. We'll just do some casual matches because we're experimenting with the lever. Any pick. So you can see I haven't really changed this one much from when Botero was setting it up, but it does look like how you can see, like up on the Magenta gate, the reds are pretty fat. Like the red zones, the diagonal zones are pretty fat, and then the just up, down, left, right directionals are pretty skinny. So, because G is all about uppercuts. You can just kind of get used to that motion too. And then for people that like don't realize stuff like that, like when you're first starting out, it can help you realize stuff like yeah, a DP motion is left, down, and then down, left. And then you can kind of start to figure out, oh wait, but down and down left is both this, right? So then you can test it and be like, well, what if I just do that? Oh, it works. Like when you're just like figuring it, like most people know stuff like that are watching, but it's just I'm talking about like just for if any like person just getting into it or wanting to just get better with their execution is looking at it, you start noticing little things like that. I don't know if you ever have like a combo where you're just like, oh man, I swear I hit that. Like I swear I did the right motion. And then you can just kind of see like, oh, I was trying to go down. I had to just hit down only just to do that, but I went like corner-wise. Or it can be the other way. You could be like, I needed that diagonal, but I only hit down like barely and I didn't get like all the way over to it. It's definitely a neat setup, though. It's so funny how I feature so much of Botero's stuff on here, but he was actually the one who helped them design this. He helped them put the whole like Magenta thing together. I do believe, if I'm not mistaken with that. What was that little spit? I don't even know what that was. Ah! That stuff there, I definitely meant to do his DP. So it's just kind of neat to be able to see live, like as you're playing, what's going on. It's so funny. That's why I'm not like really playing matches today. I'm not like in the mood to be like lamely competitive. It's so funny how people play Street Fighter 5. But it definitely is it's a little bit of a feel to get used to. But I think that these are a really cool practice tool.
Round one.
The trick though is, I guess, if you are like trying to use it to practice for a different stick, is that you don't want to go too ham with the customizing of the gates. You want it to like you'd want to like simulate like a normal lever. That's how you'd want to do that. Why is my forward not working? That was weird. Pull a little closer to me. This guy is in max tryhard mode. He's like, I can't win in ranked, but these casual matches, I'm a god. Yeah, like timing wise, I couldn't do anything to that guy.
You lose.
If they had a more fun single player mode like Treasure Battle or something in Tekken, I'd just be jamming that right now. But we'll just have to play against just degenerate FGC players. Fighting game players are like the worst people. It's so funny. Like fighting games players' goal is to make the game as miserable for the other person as possible. So it's like a unique thing. Not everybody's like that, but definitely I'd definitely say it's fair to say that a large majority of fighting game players are like that. They have a kind of fucked up mentality. I think it's like an ego thing. They're just like, I'm so good. But I don't know. I'm definitely more on the casual side of playing, and I just like to experiment with equipment. I think it's the drummer in me. Whenever I was growing up and I was a drummer, I just loved putting together crazy, huge drum sets mixed with like normal drums and electric drums and crap like that. That was kind of my bag in high school that everybody knew that I had messed around with. So I think that's where a lot of it stems from. Like whenever I show people like all the sticks I have and everything for the first time, they're like, "Whoa, that's extreme!" And I'm like, "Yeah, every one of them is like a different kind of setup and different equipment with a different feel." Just to not only experiment for myself, but then if anybody's like local and is thinking about like, "Oh, well, I want to do this, but I don't know what it feels like," I can be like, "Hey, well, I've got that set up over here. If you want to come over and mess around and slap on it a little bit, see if you like it," because it can definitely be a confidence booster if you do like jump into something like this, like a Magenta, and you spend $100, you buy it, and then you don't like it. It could be a cruddy feeling. So, because it's not for everybody. A lot of people will see a lever like this and just think it'll like automatically like make them good or something. Like, I definitely used to be in that camp myself. I always joke around how about the reason I like the FE so much is it was my first stick, and the reason I got it is I saw Sako like messing with it in the development with them, and he was showing the like gameplay of him messing with Ibuki. And I was like, "Oh man, this stick is awesome." And then I bought it, and I was like, couldn't do all of those crazy Sako combos. I was like, "Oh man, I'm an idiot." I was like, why did I spend all that money on this stick? But it was before I got all into it. It was just my very first one. But that's why I say that, is because I know those feels. Oh no, I tried to CA. Oh, I tried to do it again and I got an uppercut. That was lucky. I wanted to chip him out because I'm toxic, like I said earlier. Funny enough about fight game players. I think a lot of people will probably think that G's teabagging them a lot because they don't understand that, especially if they don't play him, they don't get that he has to double tap down to activate. Silver players crack me up.
Final round. Fight.
The chip! Yes, I got the chip in the end. I love chipping people, especially when they're playing lame like that.
You win.
It's such a smooth feel, though. I really like this one. So I'd say that that's probably the weirdest part when you're using a normal one. Like especially with a ball top setup, it's not as weird with this. It feels so nice with this K lever setup that he did, just because of the tension and everything. Oh yeah, what country is that guy from? So it can be weird because you don't. So like you just go to the left and there's no switches and there's no gate. So you just kind of like, I don't know if you can hear that like kind of smack, but you just hit the side. You just hit the side of your lever. You're just hitting the body. So that's probably the weirdest thing, because when you're normally using a stick, you're like riding the gate and you're feeling the switches and you're feeling the clicks, and that's how you know something's happening. And I'd say that that's why this one is so good for practicing, because you're not focusing on clicks or anything, you're just, it's all the motion. So then if you get the motion right, and like I was saying, if you have the gate set up to be like mimicking or simulating just like a normal JLF or like a standard setup, then when you go back to that one, you'll just like muscle memory will be doing the correct motions, and then you'll be hitting the switches that you need to be hitting. I don't know why when I'm in match though, I always don't hit the DPs. So actually I'll do like what I was saying, I'll go back and I'll watch this little broadcast and kind of check the magenta up in the corner and just see, oh, that's what I was doing. That's why fireball was accidentally coming out. I was doing this too fast, or I wasn't reaching this direction or something like that.
Round one. Fight.
Oof. I didn't think that cross up was gonna hit, or I would have went into combo. I should have just kept mashing that. Oh, I tried to CA. I tried it again. Why isn't it coming out? I'm probably stopping here is my main guess, and I'm not getting all the way to that. That or my timing was just off and I did the correct motion. Oh, hey, appreciate the follow. Did the name pop up that time? Did you guys see the name pop up? I wasn't looking over. I didn't see who it was that followed, but I thought I tried to fix that that notification thing so the names at least started popping up. Appreciate whoever that was, though. Appreciate that. Yeah, today was my last day. I had to. They tell you that you have to stream those like on 7 different unique days. So I got everything else. Oh damn! What's up, bruh? Some Austin peeps. Yeah, you can see me dweebing out on this fancy lever. So basically, what this is like normal arcade sticks have like switches in them. They basically have like a PCB that has little switches on them, and you move a stick that basically hits a little panel that triggers that switch. Is how an arcade stick works. And this one is just an analog to digital like optical stick, so it doesn't have any of that. It just tracks movement via a little magnet, and that's what this thing is in the top right is the software for it. So it shows you where your stick is moving and everything. Hey man, I appreciate that. Yeah, I just started it back up. I had been doing it like last year, or like a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago, and I just kind of stopped. I got too crazy with work stuff, with all that programming that I was doing and getting certified for. I am like not playing well and talking at the same time. But it's been fun, man. I've got a really, really sweet build coming up soon. Why didn't it work again? Oh no! Dead. Deaded. Fight game players are so funny though. They just like get in the zone. They're just like, nobody talk to me. All my social media is off. My phone is off. It's just me leaning forward in my chair, staring at like I'm max tryhard. Like I'm a computer. Come at me, bro. Just, dude, relax. We're in casuals. I can't wait to see the PS5 era of fighting games, man. I can't wait to see what kind. Jesus Christ, 2 bars. Can't wait to see what kind of stuff they whip out. Hahaha, thanks, man. Oh, Bear Cave Dave. What's up, David? You're terrible at this game. That's why you need this stick, David. The stick will make you not terrible at the game. I appreciate the follow, man. It looks like it's still messed up and the notifications aren't popping up anymore with this new overlay. I'm gonna have to go back and see if I can just get the normal one to pop up. I just used to have that one where it was like the little zombie guy popping up. And ever since I switched to this new overlay, it's like a weird thing where it's just like the text bouncing and their name, but it's like not popping up right. It's no, yeah, I need to fix that, dude. I'm not sure why it's not popping up on screen. Like I literally sat here and messed with it for like an hour because I was trying to see like what kind of stuff it had. And I thought I'd fixed it, and then I started and I got a follow and it didn't pop up. Like it has a little test option where you can like test it and it'll like pop up like a fake notification. And it was working when I was doing that, so I wonder what the goddamn deal is. Get in the corner now. Oh my god. This guy's online canning me. Hey, got him. Let me get a good look at that stick. Yeah, here, let me, as soon as I finish this match, I'll pop it up into frame a little bit better. I was trying to find the, my LED remote to turn the lights on, but I can't remember where I put it. I probably slapped it in some drawer somewhere. Oh my god, what a YOLO can. What a douche. Just sitting there just abusing online grabs. What a max douche. Yeah, he's gonna keep doing dumb shit like that because he's not really good and he just plays online. The YOLO tactics never work out. They never work out. All right, David, you want to get a better look at this stick? You said. Pull it up better into the shot. The G. Light it up when you've got a build themed after the character that you're playing as. My favorite part of this one, though, is just the bottom that has the entire speech on it. It's got his entire speech, and then his little army of G's, or Q's, I mean. Old GQ. Yeah, this is definitely a special JXK piece, because they did it for Botero back in the day. So this one is definitely like a special stick in the community. David, if you're still there, actually my next build, I'll give everybody a little hint about it coming up, is going to be sports themed, sports ball themed. So it might be one that you actually like, Mr. Bear Cave. Mr. Sports. Oh, but yeah, that'll probably be close to winding up for tonight. Didn't want to do too crazy long of a stream. I just wanted to pop it back into this stick and make sure that it was working. But yeah, that's basically just like a little sneak peek at a Magenta, just what it looks like if anybody's curious about it. And then I know everybody always loves G, so I've got to whip them out every now and then. I need to play with them more. It's funny, obviously it's set up really well to play with G, and I really like messing with G, so whenever I'm doing nights when I know I'm going to play as him, I need to grab this one and use it a little bit more. But yeah, I think I'm going to be winding down. I appreciate the people that popped in. I got a couple extra follows. Today I should have gotten enough to get affiliate, so I'll get that email for affiliate, and yeah. I will keep the content out coming. I'm going to keep trying to get all these tweaks fixed with all this, the settings and everything, and Streamlabs. I'm still a pleb with all that. I'm still figuring all that out. I'm an old man these days. Give me a break. But I appreciate y'all stopping by.